Hi guys, I'm back up here with another daily motivational message for the collective. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need and leave the rest, as well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do, DM me. We can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as want to drop a comment down below. Love to hear from you guys and start the discussion, as well as just going to share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? That's about it. We got one card from the Zen Tarot for the meat and potatoes of this reading. What's clarifying, we got 3 cards from the African Tarot. Boom. Okay? All right, so let's go and get it popping. So the message has to do with flowering. So with this type of energy in these moments in time, as a collective, we're in a space of blossoming in these moments in time, right? It's kind of like in an energy where it requires to go into this next season, right? To continue to water your garden, to continue to water what you've been tending to your garden and plotting your land, right? This is that type of energy here, right? Depending on, it doesn't matter what type of weather, sleet, snow, I don't care, you know, the worst conditions, it requires you to continue to tend to your harvest and continue to plow at your land, right? This is that energy in these moments in time here, right? Because harvest season is upon us, right? Regardless if things is looking the way you want them to look or not, you got to continue to plow at your land, right? This is that type of energy as a collective where we're learning how to, I guess in so many words, self-discipline, what dedication is, trust, faith with actions, right? Faith behind actions, backed up with actions, right? This is that energy when it comes to what you desire, regardless of what it looks like in your life, right? This is that energy here. It has to do with the Ace of Cups, watering your land. Continue to water your harvest. Continue to water and tend to your garden, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Eventually, your garden's going to bloom. Things in your garden's going to bloom. Blessings are going to sprout, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time here. There's always dawn. What is it? After what is it? There's always a calmness after the storm. Boom. Right? So this is that type of energy. Despite what you've been experiencing, there's always a calming period after the storm, right? This is that type of energy. Do not allow the enemy with the, what is this, hangman, to put you, I gotta take this advice as well, y'all. Put you in a space that all is lost. Because all isn't lost. What is meant for you will be for you, right? So it has to do with continuing to water that harvest until God delivers, signs, seals, and delivers what is necessary for you. Because you got to understand, man, like the things that we want in our life and we wish in our life, it doesn't mean like when they don't fall through the first time, it doesn't necessarily mean like that's not what you need to be doing. Sometimes it has to do with the approach. Maybe the approach is wrong, right? God needs you to change the approach, right? So this is that type of energy here in these moments in time. It has to do with the approach. And we, as a collective, could be going about whatever we're trying to bring into fruition the wrong way. And God's going to knock that foundation over so you can rebuild the foundation, right? This is that type of energy here. But just because you may have to knock your foundation a couple of times, right? God knocks your shit a couple of times, doesn't mean that things ain't going to fall through the way that that God, the promise that God gave you, right? It's that type of energy here. It really has to do with the faith game with your source, right? It has to do with the faith game with your source, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. It has to do with God really in an energy of putting you in different scenarios, different situations, different experiences to see if you'll react to your experiences, right? This is that type of energy because the enemy wants to take your joy. The enemy wants to take your power. The enemy wants to take all you have. The enemy wants you miserable. The enemy wants you fearful. The enemy wants you doubtful. The enemy wants you drained. What would you call it? Energyless? I'm putting it like energyless. I'm creating a word today. That's not a word. Where you're stuck. The enemy wants you stuck, right? And a lot of the tests and the trials and the tribulations are a part of your testimony. And your testimony is built by God. So that being said, God sends the opposition to test you, to let you know and show you who you are, right? The strength you hold, the creator you serve, right? This is that type of energy in these moments in time. Yeah, with the magician. This energy has to do with knowing that you are creating everything that you desire in your life. Being able to be solid within that space, right? This goes for me as well, y'all. This resonates with me as well. Not allowing the physical circumstances in your life make it seem that all is lost. That the promise that God gave you, that ain't coming into fruition. There was no way. It's impossible. Right? Because your physical reality, that's why it is not good. The best tool to use these. You got to use that third eye. You got to use that intuition. Because these can deceive you. Right? Because what may be, it may look bad on the outside, but you don't know what God's doing behind the scenes. You don't know what strings God are pulling behind the scenes. You don't know what God is doing to get you closer, one step closer to where you're supposed to be, right? This is that type of energy. You really won't know until God gets you there and delivers you there, and then God reveals to you everything that you've gone through to get here, to give you clarity on, okay, I understand why I'm here. Right? Right. So to wrap this message up, it has to do with you continuing, or us as a collective, continuing to tend to our harvest. Continue to water our garden and till our gardens, till our land until they bear fruit. Okay? All right. I think I'm going to leave it there. Remember, all messages are not for all, they're for some. Take what you need to leave the rest. As well as we got that slot open for personal readings. If you feel guided or interested in purchasing one of those, you know what to do. DM me. We can get you set up, come fuck with your girl, okay? As well as go to drop a comment down below. Let it hear from you guys to start the discussion. As well as let's go share these vids, man. Let's get this divine knowledge out here for the collective so we all can get on one accord, okay? I want you guys to have a good day. Stay up and bye-bye.